Hi there! Welcome back to Programming with Kniterate. In this video, we'll cover the basics of working with layers in the Kniterate design app. The layers stack is a key part of the design editor. It shows the order in which commands are applied throughout the design process. You can think of it as a timeline of actions, where each step builds on the previous one. When you start a new design and click the Layers button, the first layer you'll see is the Canvas layer. This is the foundation of your design. In the top right corner of the Layers panel, you'll notice a plus sign. We'll use this every time we want to add a new command. In other words, perform a new action. When you hover your cursor over the right side of a layer, 3 icons appear: a pencil, an eye, and a trash can. We'll look at what each of these does as we go through the tutorial. Any new commands you add will appear below the canvas layer. For example, if we use the free edit tool to paint stitches, that command will be stacked underneath this base layer. In this example, we'll paint a line of rear stitches on row 100. We can then add some transfers between these rows, and this new command will also go below the last one. To keep your work organized, you can rename layers, especially those with generic names like Free Edit. Simply right-click the layer name, select Rename, highlight the existing name, and type a more descriptive one. Each layer has its own parameters. You can edit them in the Params panel below the Layers stack, which opens automatically when you click on the pencil icon. For instance, the Free Edit command lets you shift the edit up or down and left or right using X-axis and Y-axis offsets. The Front-Rear Transfers command allows us to edit the transfer options. You can go back and make edits in an earlier layer, for example, modify the canvas dimensions. While we do this, all the layers below it appear faded, and their edits temporarily disappear from the canvas. This means we've gone back to that point in the design in which these edits hadn't been made yet. We'll enter the new dimensions, 30 stitches and 40 rows. After making any changes, it's important to return to the latest state of your design. To do this, click the pencil icon on the last layer in the stack. This reactivates all the commands below the one we were adjusting and restores the full design. This step is essential. Be careful when editing earlier layers because any changes can affect everything that follows. For example, when we reduce the canvas size, the rear stitches we painted on row 100 disappeared, simply because that row no longer existed. As a result, the Front-Rear Transfers command no longer makes sense and switches to a warning state. This is shown with pink and white stripes. It means the selection is either incorrect or there's no active selection at all for this command. To fix it, we need to either edit the selection or pick a new one. We'll see this later in this video. Now let's briefly talk about the other 2 icons. The eye icon is a toggle that temporarily hides or deactivates a layer. When turned off, the layer appears crossed out and faded with a striped background, and it no longer affects the design. You can turn it back on at any time. The bin permanently deletes the layer. This action can't be undone, so make sure you're certain before using it. Going back to how earlier edits affect later commands, keep in mind that all edits and selections on the canvas use absolute coordinates. If you hover over the cells, you'll see these coordinates displayed in curly braces. This is especially important when working with selected areas. For example, when we add the waist and cast on, we select a specific group of cells. The exact coordinates of that selection are shown in the selection panel. If we then apply the Center on Bed command, the entire design shifts to the right. However, if we later change the order of these layers, yes, you can click and drag to move them around, the waist and cast on no longer appears where we expect. That's because the original selection no longer lines up with the same coordinates. In other words, we didn't select the first row of the design. We selected needles 1 through 30 on row 1. Since the waist and cast on now comes after centering on the needle bed, that selection no longer produces the wanted result. To fix this, we need to update the selection. Click the selection button and choose Edit Selection from the drop-down menu. You'll see the original selection highlighted on the canvas, but notice that the command is no longer being applied. Now, select the new row or area on the canvas, then click Use to apply the command to this updated location. Before we finish, let's briefly look at two commands grouped with the canvas command. Load TXT file pattern and stitch image. When we use either of these, a new base layer is created. As you can see, this new layer is stacked above the canvas layer, not below. That means it now becomes the foundation we'll build our design on. Any new commands we add will appear underneath. The original canvas layer is no longer needed and should be toggled off or deleted. Understanding this relationship between layers, order, and coordinates will help you avoid unexpected results as your designs become more complex. We hope you've enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching.